Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Barry Hawkins to break.
Barry Hawkins, I would suggest a very relieved man to be in this semi-final. This is what he dreamed of. I'm sure when he looked at the draw, he knew possibility of a rematch of that world final last year, Ken, and he went through the mill, as we said earlier, with Dominic, but these opening frames will be very interesting to see what that took out of him.
Yeah, that's true. It will be very interesting, but sometimes, as I said to John Parrott, sometimes they can get that little bit of relief getting over that really tight match, John, and sometimes, you know, it can be a positive thing. It just remains to be seen how it has affected him. He's a much different player, though, I feel, from last year. He's gained an awful lot of experience throughout the year, of course, and being in that one final last year, John, would have given him a lot of confidence. Of course, he won the Players' Championship final only a few weeks ago as well.
So in goes the first red, nicely on a baulk colour. It was awkward queuing, played it nicely. And on the green now, does he play for a loose red or does he try to go straight into the cluster? No, first frame. Play for a loose red. There's obviously one just above the black, and he looks to have played that absolutely inch perfect. No sign of nerves there.
Oh, I think you spoke too soon, John. Well, that was surprising.
That was a surprise, and that'll be a shock to the system. It certainly went. You could see that.
Both reds went there, didn't they? I mean, he was on the inside red as well. He could have potted that and dislodged a few. Let's have a look at this. From that angle, you can't see how much of the pocket he had, but certainly plenty of room there.
Yeah.
Now does this red cut back?
Yeah.
These semi-final matches, best of 33, 4 sessions. First 3 sessions will be 8 frames, and then the remaining 9 frames if it went the distance in the 4th session. So it's who the better player is.
It's quite an interesting statistic, John. I know it's the semi-final stage and we've been at the Crucible for 12 days, but sessions wise we're only halfway through the tournament. It's there. Good shot. Nicely controlled as well for the blue.
One.
First look at the table, John. It looks to be running absolutely beautiful. Very, very quick. He just caught the red, tried to slip by it, but I think it still goes into the yellow pocket.
Seven.
Couple of loose reds on the right-hand side, but normally, Ronnie, first opportunity, with there only being one loose red, would consider going into the cluster. But now he's just playing for that one loose red. Played it nicely.
Yeah, there are two loose reds.
11.
Two reds in a line into the bottom right hand corner pocket at the bottom of the pack. I'm just wondering, are they a plant? I'm not quite sure whether Ronnie has had a look. There's still a loose red on the right hand side of the pack, but two reds into this bottom right hand corner pocket, maybe a plant as well. Yeah, there they are.
90.
Direct line. I'm not quite sure whether Ronnie has spotted that just yet.
20.
Used all the pocket on that red. I mean, he will have a look. There is a bit of a gap between the two reds, but I've got to be honest with you, that was lucky to go in.
Well, he spotted it. Now, let's see what sort of an angle. If he has a nice angle, he'll be bringing some other reds
25.
into play here. Back up for the blue. Just glance off a few reds when potting this plant.
26.
Just got a little bit too much left-hand side.
31.
This will be the first tester for Ronnie O'Sullivan. And he certainly passed the test. Very nicely cued in.
Yes, and this will please Ronnie because in his match against Joe Perry and in his match against Sean Murphy, he had a slow start, and that's not like Ronnie normally. He usually knows the importance of a quick start and was, well, to all intents and purposes, given this opportunity
40.
by Barry, missing what looked an easy red. Now a chance to go into the cluster. He's okay. He's got one to the left middle.
47.
Not the angle he would have liked on the black, but he can play it off two cushions. There is a red into the right centre also. I think the red in the middle of the bunch pots as well into the same pocket as the black. Oh, he's played that very well. That's an inch perfect.
55.
This is great.
56.
Great start so far from Ronnie O'Sullivan.
He has 52 points to lead, 67 remaining. This black, one more red would do it. So one more red would put him 60 ahead, with just 59 remaining. Barry, well, you know over probably that red he missed. It looked as though it clearly went.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 63.
Well, Ronnie's saying that there was something put him off there, people talking. He could hear the noise. But that was frame ball. looks like that misread to the middle is not going to cost Ronnie. Still just needs the red. Played it gently enough, so
One.
And Ronnie having a word with referee Leo Scullion, just saying, could you have a word with people backstage? Looks to have judged the pace of this shot absolutely inch perfect. And you have to say, Ken, apart from that misread into the middle, he started off cueing like a dream.
He certainly has, and he's got the pace of the table. Looks, as you said, cueing absolutely beautiful here.
12.
Just the start he would have wished for in this semi-final.
And just so clever, isn't he? He'll
20.
pot this red, nudge the red away from the pink. Just brings
21.
everything into play. Snooker is just phenomenal. I mean, when early on in the frame, when you mentioned that plant and had Ronnie noticed it, you know, he just walked round and just sees things that other snooker players wouldn't see.
27. 28.
His mind works very, very quickly and around the table, around the balls, of course. He wants to get the balls in the open, doesn't he, straight away. And this is good stuff. Excellent stuff.
Didn't exactly to play to be on the yellow this way, but he's on it. And the perfect start.
35.
Barry Hawkins was first in, Mr. Red, then got a second chance, but it was a difficult pot he had to take on. No bother about the green, Ronnie won't be too concerned. So Barry Hawkins had his chance early on, didn't take it. And Ronnie O'Sullivan in supreme. 1-0 to the reigning champion.